You're watching the Midday News on TVC. The Southwest Zone President of the Environmental Health Officers Association of Nigeria, Okpanam, is urging governors in the region to employ more health officers. Speaking at the 7th Southwest Conference of the association in Akure, Ondo State, Mr. Akilmi expressed concern over the devastating effects of climate change. Adaigho has the story.
Environmental health officers across the Southwest gathered here in Akure, Ondo State capital for their 7th scientific conference with the theme Digitization of Environmental Health Practice. Some of the issues raised for discussion are ceaseless flooding, increased waste generation, climate change, among others.
Let me call it bring to your notice.
In his speech, the president of the Environmental Health Officers Association of Nigeria in the Southwest, Tope Akiwumi, urged governors in the zone to employ more environmental health workers to address growing challenges.
A fact that there are challenges in the environment due to population explosion, urbanization, environmental degradation, ozone layer depletion, the ceaseless flood.
Professor Dayo Faduile said environmental officers must rise up to the task of keeping the environment safe.
It's very important that we all key into the new technology and ensure that digitalization is actively used amongst the environmental health officers.
Others in their goodwill messages stress the need for promotion of healthy living.
The climate change EU is a universal matter, but it is taking its toll on Nigeria and Ondo State.
785 million do not have access to basic water services, and 884 million people lack access to safe drinking water. And this also compromises sanitation.
The leadership of the association also urged members to upgrade their skills towards providing solutions to environmental challenges across the country. Adaigho, TVC News, Akure.
Away from that now, the National Assembly has been getting knocks over its approval of a 70 billion naira allocated to cover what it described as the working conditions of new lawmakers. Activists have now promised to seek judicial intervention over the matter. We have details here.
Senate spokesperson Yemi Adaramodu stated that none of the 70 billion naira intended to support the working conditions of members of the National Assembly will be distributed to them, adding that the amount will be used to purchase furnishings and carry out repairs in the lawmakers' offices. But this hasn't stopped the uproar that has greeted the announcement.
I think that about 306 of them. So if you divide 70 billion by 306 members, we'll be talking about 228 million per member. It's unacceptable.
It's believed that the lawmakers are acting in contempt of two subsisting court decisions. In June 2021, the Federal High Court sitting in Lagos ordered the Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission, RMAFC, to fix the salaries and allowances of members of the National Assembly, so as to reflect the economic realities in the country. The court also ruled that the National Assembly Service Commission has no powers to determine the remuneration and allowances of lawmakers. Justice Chuka Obiozo delivered the judgment in the consolidated suits brought by two lawyers, Monday Ubani and John Nwoku, as well as more than 1,500 concerned Nigerians through the Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, Budget, and Enough is Enough Nigeria. Femi Falana SAN had led the team of lawyers who secured that victory.
The law will have to take its course, because the National Assembly members are not above the law of the country. So there's no way you are going to tell members of your constituencies that whereas you are being knocked down by poverty, we are allocating to ourselves 70 billion naira to improve our working conditions and 40 billion naira to buy SUV.
While calling on the Revenue Mobilization Commission to reverse the decision, the rights groups also say they will sue the federal government over the issue. Kemi Foladiemo, TVC News, Lagos.
In view of the current economic challenges, the Grand Cadi of the Kwara State Sharia Court of Appeal, Justice Abdulateef Kamaldeen, is appealing to Nigerians to see the current situation as a trying period that will soon be over. He gave the assurance during the commemoration of the beginning of 1445 Islamic calendar year in Ilorin, where the Muslim faithful gathered at the Kwara State Stadium to celebrate the day which is declared as a public holiday in the state. Recognizing the hardship faced by many Nigerians, speakers at the event appealed to government to quickly roll out programs that will cushion the effect of fuel subsidy removal. They equally appealed to Nigerians to emulate the Islamic preachings, which emphasize the need to obey leaders and pray for them.
Our dear country is currently facing some economic challenges, and the public outcry about the fuel subsidy removal. This step of action has weakened the hope of many Nigerians about the government. But going by the difficulties experienced by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companion that led to their migration from Mecca to Medina, I want to urge every citizen that whatever has a beginning must have an end. It is a matter of time. The turbulence period will soon be over.
Reviving Islamic scholarship and culture. 2, re-emphasizing the supremacy of Islam in the Ilorin through historical references. Sincerity. 3, sincerity and commitment to our faith.
We try to appreciate His Excellency the Governor of Kwara State for promoting equity. Over the past 42 years, we have been requesting that the first day of the first month of Islamic Israel calendar be declared public holiday for equity purposes. January 1 is a public holiday. What has been good for the goose should equally be good for the gander.